Okay, momentum in Newton's second law. Newton's second law in terms of momentum, so we know that F is equal to ma from Newton's second law, but in terms of momentum, we can say that net force on a body equal to rate of change of momentum. What this means, rate of change momentum, actually, for example, if we consider a body of mass m, let's suppose initial velocity of body is vi. If we apply force on this one, when it covers some distance and reach the final velocity vf. So according the Newton's second law, F is equal to ma, where A is equal to what we know from the formula of A is equal to Vf minus Vi divided by del T. So we can write here as m into Vf minus Vi divided by del T. This means that m multiply with Vf minus m multiply with Vi divided by del T. We know that mv equal to what momentum, so we can write this one that uh, this is final momentum minus mvi means initial momentum divided by what, divided by del t, or we can write that momentum final minus momentum initial, we can write like change in momentum. So, Newton's second law in terms of momentum, if net force on a body equal to rate of change of momentum, change in momentum, proof of rate of change of momentum. Okay, we have one another quantity impulse. Uh, we know that from Newton's second law that F is equal to rate of change of momentum del T divided by del T. So if you multiply del T with F multiply with del T equal to del T, where this F multiply with del T is called impulse. Impulse equal to what? Equal to F multiply with del T. What is impulse? Impulse actually when short, okay, when a large force act on a body for short interval of time, that is called what? An impulse. Again, large force applied for short interval of time. Formula impulse F del T, presentation of symbol of impulse is J. We can present this from J. J is equal to F dot del T. Next, a very important topic, important concept is law of conservation of momentum. According to this law, that in collision, momentum of a system before collision and after collision remain the same. What this means? This means that, for example, if it means that in the absence of external force. So let's suppose these two bodies. Let's suppose mass of this one is m1 and moving with velocity v1. This mass is m2 moving with velocity 2. They are moving toward each other and let's they collide. So they will move with different velocities. So let's suppose mass number one will move with another velocity. That velocity, let's suppose v1 prime. Same this second body will move with different velocity after collision equal to v2 prime. So, according law of conservation of momentum, the initial momentum equal to final momentum of these two bodies. The momentum of these two bodies before collision equal to momentum of this body after collision. What is the momentum before collision? Mass number 1 m1, we moving with v1, plus mass number 2 equal to, yeah, moving with velocity number 2. This is before. After collision, we have same mass, mass number 1, but moving with different velocity, v1 prime, plus mass number 2 moving with different velocity, that is v2 prime. This is law of conservation, yeah, equation for law of conservation of momentum. How we can prove this one? uh, we can prove with the help of law of the Newton third law. So, for example, if we consider two masses like mass number 1 moving with velocity number 1, second one mass number 2 moving with velocity number 2. Okay, they reach and they collide with each other. Let's suppose they collide with each other. So after collision, they will move in different velocity. Let's suppose mass number 2 moving with v2 prime, mass number 1 moving with different velocity like v1 prime. So how we can prove that? The momentum of a system before collision equal to momentum of a system after collision. So we know from from third law of motion that every action have a reaction, same in magnitude but opposite in direction. For example, if this one is mass number 1, so mass number 1 will apply force on a body, and mass number 2. Mass number 2 same will apply a different force, but these two forces are in opposite direction. Force number 1 and mass number 2, force number 2 and mass number 1, negative signs show that these are in opposite direction. As we know that Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. So for mass number 1 force and for mass number 2, we know that if m1 multiply with a1 equal to minus m2 multiply with a2. Okay, we have mass number 1, acceleration produced, initial velocity was v1, after collision, yeah, final velocity is equal to v1 prime. So we can write vf minus vi, it means v1 prime minus v1 divided by del t. Same, we have minus m2 and acceleration produced in second mass, initial velocity v2, final velocity v2 prime. So can we write this one is vf minus vi, it means final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. So we have m1 multiply with v1 prime minus m1 also multiply with v1. Okay, this one minus m2 multiply with v2. So we have m2 but minus multiply with v2 prime, minus multiply with minus equal to plus multiply with, okay, m2 multiply with v2 divided by what? Delta time. Here we have delta time, and so these two cancel, delta time cancel with delta time, or if you multiply both sides of delta t, so time same for both to cancel. We have m1 v1 prime minus m2 v1, this is m1 equal to minus m2 v2 prime plus m2 into v2. So transfer this one to this side, and you can transfer m1 v1 to other side. First of all, we have m1 v1 prime plus m2 into v2 prime. Okay, we have here m2 v2 plus, if you transfer m1 v1, so we have m1 v1. So if we write in proper order, first this side we have m1 v1 plus M2 V2 equal to what? We have M1 V1 prime plus M2 V2 prime. This one actually the initial momentum before collision, and this side equal to final momentum. So this is law, true of law of conservation of momentum, that momentum before collision equal to momentum after collision. So let's solve some example on law of conservation of momentum. Uh, you can see these balls. So let's prove some variables like what is given in this question. Imagine 0.2 kg ball moving at 5 meter per second. So write down data like first one, mass number one is 0.21 kg, moving with velocity 1 v1 equal to what? 5 meter per second. Okay, next ball collide with another body 0.3 kg, mass number 2 equal to 0.3 kg, moving at 2 meter per second. This is v2 equal to 2 meter per second. In the same direction, direction is necessary because momentum is a vector quantity. So after the collision, the 0.2 kg, it means mass number 1. Mass number 1 green ball stop moving. It means that V1 prime. This is velocity of mass number 1 after collision equal to 0. This is stop, completely stop. And the 0.3 kg purple ball continues moving in the same direction. Calculate the final velocity of, so we don't know about v2 prime, the final velocity of second ball. So we can find the velocity value by using law of conservation of momentum. We know from law of conservation of momentum that momentum before collision equal to momentum after collision, mv1 prime plus m2 v2 prime. So we have m1 where m1 is 0.21 multiply with velocity is 5 plus m2 0.3 kg multiply with velocity 2, and velocity 2 is 2 meter per second, equal to m1 with v1 prime. But we know that the ball number 1 after collision completely stops, so velocity equal to 0. So if you multiply m1 with 0 equal to 0, m2 we know that m2 is 0.3, and we don't know the velocity v2 prime. What is the velocity of second mass? So if you multiply these, 0.21 multiply with 5 and 0.3 with 2, okay, 0.21 multiply with 5 equal to 1.05, 1.05, 0.3 multiply with 2 equal to 0.6, 0.6 equal to 0 plus. Now we have 0.3 into V2 prime. So if you add these two, 0.6 with 1.05, 1.65 equal to 0.3 V2 prime. Dividing both sides by 0.3, cancel 1.65 divided by 0.3. So 1.65 divided by 0.3. So V2 prime equal to 5.5 meter per second.